This is an important sea of the world. The South China Sea. South China Sea is incredibly rich in natural resources. 11 billion barrels of oil, 190 trillion cubic feet of natural gas, and 10% of the world fisheries. But most important is that 30% of the global trade flows through here to the booming market of the Southeast Asia. It is extremely important water and all the countries around it lays their claim over the sea. Most of them claim as per the UN law of the sea, which is the Economic Exclusive Zone or EEZ, and it is 200 nautical miles of their coast. The country with EEZ provides sovereign right over exploring and exploiting of the natural resources within the EEZ. For example, any oil found in Philippines EEZ belongs exclusively to Philippines, and any area that is not in EEZ is regarded as international waters. And this international water falls under UN maritime law. So every country in Southeast Asia uses this 200 nautical miles threshold to determine its claim. Vietnam, Philippines, Brunei, Malaysia, Indonesia. All except China. China argues that they have historical claims over the South China Sea since ancient times, and they have marked it by using a very confusing line called 9-dash line. So what is the dispute? What is 9-dash line, and how China's claim will hurt the global trade? And most importantly, why China wants South China Sea? This is Siachin's X-File. Which bring us to this dispute. These are the Spratly Islands currently claimed by China, Vietnam, Philippines, and Malaysia. Spratly is in the heart of the South China Sea, and anyone who can claim it will also extend its EEZ and will gain exclusive rights to its surrounding territories. Which bring us to Mischief Reef. It is little more than 2 square kilometers in size, and it has a PLA military base with airstrip, advanced radar, missile defense system, facilitated with deep port and troops. But the strangest part of the Mischief Reef Island is that 5 years ago it didn't existed, and nor the other 6 man-made islands made by China. China has been pumping sands and rocks by using ships on the reef. They are building islands, and the world has started to take notice of it.
China's activities in South China Sea, such as the land reclamation activities or militarization of fisheries.
After World War II, Japan lost control over the islands and the sea, and China rushed to claim it by drawing a line, which involves 90% of the sea and which famously became the 9-dash line. Hence, China chose not to respect the UN's EEZ rule and stuck to its 9-dash line claim. Recently, in July 2016, the International Court of Justice at Hague, Netherlands, ruled against China for violating Philippines' water as per the UN law of the sea, and China dismissed the ruling and chose not to follow the International Court of Justice verdict. So which bring us why China wants to defend its claim over South China Sea even by force. The answer is China wants to be a superpower. Like all the superpower throughout their history, Japan, France, Britain, Spain, all had one common thing. Every one of them had direct access to the ocean. And those superpowers which didn't have direct access to the ocean died out eventually, like Germany and Russian Empire. As both Russia and Germany didn't have the direct access to the ocean, they always depended upon the country's permission to access the ocean. For Russia, it was Denmark, Turkey, and Japan. For Germany, it was United Kingdom, which created a security challenge and hindrance to their power projection. The same case goes with China. The Chinese government is totally aware of it. As you can see, the entire Chinese coastline is located in the east. In north, it shares its border with Russia and North Korea, but it doesn't have any coastline, hence it is of no use. The entrance to the Pacific Ocean from Yellow Sea is blocked by South Korea, where United States troops are stationed. Hence, the Chinese Navy can be totally blocked. The entrance to the Pacific Ocean from East China Sea is also blocked by Japan and Taiwan, which are both protected by United States. Hence, it is not a safe route for the Chinese Navy. The entrance to the Indian Ocean from South China Sea is also blocked by Indonesia and India. To know more how India blocks the entrance of China to Indian Ocean, please check out my video in the top. Hence, the access to Indian Ocean is also not safe for the Chinese Navy. So only the true potential safe route for the Chinese Navy to access the Pacific Ocean is through the Philippines from South China Sea. That's why China is so much investing in the militarization of the South China Sea and even decided to declare an air identification zone above the South China Sea. In all the neighbors surrounding the South China Sea, Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, all of them are the strongest economy, and Vietnam and Indonesia are emerging as a strong partner. Only Philippines is not stronger compared to others. Hence, in the eyes of China, Philippines is only the weak economy in the region. And Philippines' only ally, United States, has betrayed Philippines in 2016. After the ruling of the International Court of Justice at Hague in favor of Philippines, China declared that they will not follow the Court of Justice verdict. And United States, being the lone superpower with its navy, chose not to enforce the International Court of Justice verdict. And under President Barack Obama, who chose not to help Philippines and remained silent on the Chinese aggression, which according to Philippines was a great betrayal by the United States.
There except the Filipino people. Putang ina, mumurahin kita dyan sa forum na yan.
And Philippines chose to move away from the United States and set good terms with the Beijing. Seeing the fault lines between Philippines and the United States, China started exploiting Philippines and it trapped the Philippines under the Beijing sphere of influence to get a safe passage for the Chinese Navy through the Philippine waters from South China Sea into Pacific Ocean. In summary, Philippines is the only gateway through which China can challenge and have a free passage into the Pacific Ocean, which is surrounded by the Quad nation. But in this pandemic, America has taken notice of it and started to counter China by boosting its tie with Philippines under the current president of the United States. And Trump has dispatched the US warship fleet to South China Sea to do drills with Japan, Australia, and India. The presence of the United States Navy in the South China Sea helps to preserve the world's freedom of navigation. That's why these military islands are very important to the communist regime for its survival. And that's why China wants this South China Sea completely under its control. This is Siachin's X-File. If you have any more information or question regarding this topic, please do ask in the comments. And if you don't want to miss any videos from Siachin X-File, please subscribe the red button and press the bell icon so that you cannot miss any future notification. Till then, goodbye.